Channel. Today we're going to be working on the Tease SS-1 edition, and I had started going over what the things we were going to do with this in the last video, and I'm finally getting a chance to get to it now. I did work on some of the fret work off camera, but I am going to go over how that I do the fret work, and then we're going to grease the tuners because they've been sitting for a while. So I did have a little bit of crackling in all of the controls because this guitar has sat since 2023. So what I did do is I used deoxit, which is great for your connections. Sprayed some in each of the pots and also the switch. So now everything's moving smoothly and no static when it's plugged in. So that's something you need to get yourself if you're going to work on guitars for yourself. All right, also, I got some black knobs, metal knobs that Allen key on. Use the Allen key to tighten up the little nuts inside of the hole here. Because the regular Stratocaster knobs just didn't work great with this push-pull. So with the metal knobs, the push-pull works great. And it blacks the guitar out a little bit more. Even when we do change all these parts over to chrome, when I do eventually swap the tremolo out, will still look good with the black knobs because they were originally black knobs anyway. So what I start with, of course, is on this particular guitar, all of these frets were sprouted terribly from sitting for so long. So I'm just going to show you how I do my fret work. So on these, I file the edge of this inexpensive file set that you can get right at Walmart. Hyper Tough Tools. So I took that edge off so that there's no teeth, no file edge there. So this way it doesn't mar the guitar. Now normally I would tape these all off, which I did, and tape off your pickups so that you don't get any filings in there. But what I do is I just take this and move this up out of the way. And I will file the edges like this. And then these were really bad even on the edges. So what I do is I get on the edge here and I also file underneath on both sides. And that'll take that sharp edge off. Then to finish them at the end, I will take the sanding block and do the edges to get this completely smooth. Before, when I picked this guitar up, if I held it here and let it slide down to the head, forget it. I would have tore my hands up. But now everything is smooth and good to go. The next thing that I do after doing all that is I take my fret crowner and I just go over the edges like this, just to even out the edge. And as you'll see here, if you look and zoom in, you'll see how these are almost ball end frets now after I've worked on them. The next thing you'll want to do is you want to, of course, check your frets. And these are all super smooth. No rock anywhere. and they were good to go when I got the guitar. Only thing I did was polish these up a little bit because again, it sat for 3 years. So that being said and done, we're going to lube these up. No, that one's not going to fit. All right, so we're just going to have to wing it because I lost the little plastic thing that goes to this. So, just a little drop. And then we'll work those. And this is just a lubricant silicone spray. You can use WD-40, a silicone spray, kind of whatever. Just a couple drops. And then work those. Now, one thing I did notice, and it happens with all guitars when you get them, you'll notice these are a little loose. So we're going to tighten those all up and then tighten these up here too also, these little screws. But these, like I said, sat for a couple years in the warehouse while Tease was deciding what they were going to do with them, repair them or sell them as B stock or as is, as they're selling them now for $99. It was originally supposed to be a $299 guitar. All right.